Hello friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. So today I did a little 3 looks 1 palette using the BH Cosmetics Royal Affair. I love this palette. It's such a grungy, unconventional, neutral kind of palette and I'm such a fan. One of you guys actually gifted it to me and I'm so thankful and grateful because I lusted over this for such a long time. I know you can't really get this anymore. There might be somewhere floating around on the internet that you can still buy it, but I think for the most part this palette's gone. You might be able to stumble upon it in like a TJ Maxx, but it came, it had its time, and now it's over. But I still wanted to film this anyways, and a lot of you were really wanting to see a 3 looks with this palette. I had a lot of fun playing with it. I created this colorful look right here. I created more of a neutral look with a pop of the shimmery green, and then I did more of a silvery, gunmetal-y kind of look. So yeah, we're gonna do the looks. I will chat more about the palette at the end, and then I will show you some swatch comparisons, and yeah, let's just move right along. Hello, it's Tuesday afternoon. I worked this morning and now I'm here doing this. I'm going to be using the BH Cosmetics Royal Affair. Obviously, I said that in the intro, but I'm excited to film 3 looks with this. I love this palette. It's very grungy and earthy and it gets my soul going. I think today I want to do something with kind of like these grayish, more silvery, taupey, cool tone kind of colors. I don't know. We'll see what happens. My eye is already primed with my Sigma eyeshadow base, and we're just gonna go to town. I'm gonna dip into Palace first with my Morphe E23. And I'm just going to start kind of pouncing that in the crease and swirling it around. I really like this color. I feel like it mimics like a shadow really nicely. I don't know how to explain it. It's just a good one. I think I wanna do kind of a halo eye. So I'm just going to make sure I have a good amount of this shade built up in both the inner and outer corner. I'm also going to go ahead and drag this under that lower lash line. Just all the way, pretty even on both sides. That's such a pretty shade. I really, really enjoy that. So now I want to take this smaller brush. It's an E17, and I want to take Enchanted, which is the black. And I'm just going to swirl my brush in and simply just kind of stamp it right on the inner and outer corner. And I'll use another brush in another moment to help blend it out. With the lower lash line, I'm just going to drag it all the way across again, but trying to keep it close to the lash line. That looks beautiful. So now I want to take this Spectrum B06, and I think I'm going to start with it just being clean. And just start with little motions, just kind of swirling along those edges. I'm going to wipe off the brush periodically to keep it fairly clean. Now I want to take that first brush with just a tiny bit more of Palace, and I'm just going to go kind of directly in the crease, a little on top of, or mostly on top of what I just did. And same with that lower lash line, just going to kind of go right on top of what was just going on to help form that gradient even more. These shadows blend super, super easy though, so I'm not really having too much trouble. Considering we're doing a black smoky eye with only like 2 shadows, it's working pretty well if I do say so myself. Cute. I love just black smoky eyes. Why is there construction happening? You might hear hammers. All of a sudden we have construction again. I don't know why this time. I really don't. Our building was done, I thought. I don't get it. So now I want to do kind of a halo with Lord here on the outer halves, and then this, what's this called? High tea in the middle. So yeah, I'm going to take this little pencil brush to kind of lay down that Lord shade. This is a Spectrum A12, and I'm taking my NYX glitter primer, of course. And I'm just going to kind of dot and swirl this all on my lid. I'm going to dip into Lord and just kind of press that right in the inner and outer portion of my lid. A little bit on top of the black, but mostly kind of right in between the middle and the black. Ooh, that's cute. Just going to use that brush with the black to blend and smudge. Nothing too crazy here. And now I'm going to take the Spectrum A16. I'm actually going to take a little bit more glitter primer because I want to make sure this stays nice and like precise, because I do want this little middle to be a little bit of a cut. So I'm just going to dabble some more glitter primer and just try to pretend to form a cut right here. I'm gonna dip into high tea, that really pretty silver. Look how cute that is. And that's just gonna go right in the middle of my eye. And I'm just dipping in slowly and building it up until I like it. And then once I get to this top, I'm just gonna be more sharp with how I place it. A flat brush is really key for this kind of a thing, but I mean, this would look pretty even if it wasn't super sharp. And I'm not trying to go crazy cut with it. If I wanted it a super cut crease, I would have carved it out first. I'm fine with it being a little bit softer. And then I'm just gonna blend with that brush I used with that Lord shade. And look how freaking cute. I love it. I'm gonna take that high tea shade again on this little Morphe M213 to highlight in my inner corner. And this would look really pretty with a very black smoked out waterline, but I think I wanna put platinum pencil from NYX because it's like a really pretty silver. So I'm gonna pop this in my waterline, do the other eye throw on my lashes, and we will move on. All right, this is look number 1. I feel very cute in it. I feel very just cool toned and grungy. It's not a revolutionary look, of course, but I really like it, and I just like seeing cool toned smoky eyes. I remember back like 4 years ago when literally everyone only did warm smoky eyes. I was sitting here just wishing for some cool tone, you know? It looks really pretty on a lot of people. And yeah, I really like this look. My lashes are the same Sugar Pill Halo lashes. They are almost dead. I think after this 3 looks 1 palette video, they'll be done. And on my lips, I went with Sepia from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I do not like this formula, but with a lip mask on, it's tolerable. And I ended up popping Lord just a little bit in the middle over top of it. And I think it looks cute. I will see you for look number 2. Hello, it's the next day. What is today even? Wednesday morning. Today's my day off, but I'm just filming for the sake of filming. I think I want the crease and lid to be kind of, not simple per se, but nothing too wild. I am gonna start with the Duchess shade. I don't think I've dipped into that brown before. And I'm just gonna use this kind of tapered blending brush because I like it for, I don't know, just kind of packing on the lid and crease sometimes. And I'm just gonna focus that in the outer corner and then bring it through the rest of the crease as well. We went to the drive-in last night and saw It Chapter 2 again. I might have mentioned that in my video yesterday, I can't remember. Or in the look yesterday, I should say. And I loved it as much as I loved it the first time. It's such a fantastic movie. I'm not gonna talk too much about it because I don't know if everyone's seen it that wants to see it. But I loved it so much. I bought the first one and I will buy this one too once it comes out. I do want this outer corner to be a bit elongated to give me a cat eye effect. I know that looks crazy right now, but it'll form into something substantial in a moment. And now I'm going to take Empress to help blend that out, and I'm just going to use the Spectrum B06 I used in look number 1, but I did wipe it off, so it's primarily clean. I'm just going to run that right along that outside edge. In like an hour and a half, Zane's going to pick me up on his lunch break and we're going to go talk to the florist about our wedding flowers. It's not really something I want to do, but it's just something that needs to get checked off the list. We don't want a ton of flowers, and we're going to use fake ones also, but there's certain times where you just need real ones, like my bouquet, for instance. I mean, I don't really care about having a bouquet, but I don't know. I guess it's just a part of it, right? I'm going to take my 823 I used in yesterday's look with just a tiny bit of this one called Rain, just to help blend out this outer corner even more. So it's nice and soft and blends nicely. But like I said in look number 1, these shades blend really easy. You shouldn't have to work too terribly hard to get these shades to look good. Also, my window's open if you hear traffic noises. I'm not sorry. It's 75 degrees, which is getting warm. It actually might be getting a little warmer by now. It's been about 30 minutes since I opened the window, but I try to enjoy it while I can. So for the lid, I just kind of want this Aristocrat shade across the lid. Nothing too crazy. I'm going to do it in cut creasy fashion because it's just what I prefer. I'm going to use the same brush as yesterday, the Spectrum A16 that I used for the halo part of my cut crease. But I did wipe it off first, but it doesn't matter too terribly much because, I mean, it's a shimmer. It'll all flow. I'm sleepy. We did not get home until like 12:30 last night because the drive-in's about 45 minutes from us, and the movie didn't end until like a little after 11. We had to drop Morgan off and stuff like that. So I'm sleepy today. I'm gonna go to the gym soon, and I'm not looking forward to it today. I just feel tired, but I know once I get there we'll be fine. But my legs are fatigued from yesterday's leg workout. Thank goodness we're not doing legs today. I just uploaded my most recent vlog the day that I'm filming this look. And you guys are always so sweet to my cats, and I love it. I think I'd be very angry if someone was mean to them. I'm just gonna blend out this edge where the shimmers and mattes touch so it can flow nicely. But yeah, nothing too revolutionary with the lid increase. It's honestly pretty basic. And you could leave it like this and just have like a pretty glam, basic, dramatic look. Ugh, I hate when people are right outside my window when my window's open. So now for my lower lash line and waterline, I'm gonna go ahead and take this Pixie Eye Define waterline. It's a black pencil, and I'm gonna pop this in and just like smudge it all over the place. Like I'm literally just gonna look up and try to keep it really close to my lashes, but I'm just gonna smudge this. Try to cover up my skin as much as possible right on my waterline. Ah, beautiful. And now I'm just gonna take the brush that I used in yesterday's look for the shimmer, but I did wipe it off. It's the Spectrum A12. And with no product, I'm just going to smudge to get this a little bit softer, but I'm gonna be careful to keep it as tight and close to my lower lashes because I don't want this to smudge too far down, because then it can be a really big mess that's hard to clean up. This pencil works really well because it's really creamy and it stays creamy for a while before it sets down. It's really great for stuff like this. So I pretty much just wanted that where it looks a little bit more solid. And now I'm going to take that Spectrum B06 with a little bit of Empress just to start kind of blending out this edge a little bit. Nothing too crazy, and I am about to cover it all up with something. I just want there to be a little bit of softness on the edge. I'm going to take this random BH Cosmetics number 11 pencil brush, and I'm going to take Crown now, that really pretty limey color. I'm not going to use glitter primer or anything with this shimmer. And I'm basically just going to kind of press that over top of all this black to give a really cool shimmery limey effect. You could do this without laying the black down first, but I feel like having the black underneath just gives it a really interesting antique-y kind of feel. I don't know if that makes sense. And again, I'm just gonna take that brush that I was using with Empress, no additional product at this point, just to help blend the edge. Ooh, I love this, it's very cute. And now I'm just gonna take High Tea like I used in my inner corner for yesterday, and I'm gonna do the same thing again, just for a cute little bright spotlight. And that's that with that. I like this, it's very cute. I'm gonna do the same thing to the other eye, throw on my lashes, something on my lips, and we will finish up. All right, this is look number 2. I feel very cute and grungy. I love this lower lash line action. I think it's pretty. I feel good in it, even though now I'm just gonna go to the gym and the florist and stuff like that. Nothing exciting. My lashes have the same Sugar Pill Halo lashes, and on my lips I went with Dose of Colors Chocolate Wasted. So yeah, that was look number 2. Let's move on to look number 3. All right, hello. It is Thursday morning. I'm probably gonna film twice today, actually. I got back from the gym, I'm filming this look. I will pick Zane up, we will have some lunch, and then I have a couple hours to kill until I work this evening. So I'll probably take this off and film again, but we need to get this third look out of the way. Also, I might talk a little quieter because maintenance is floating around my apartment and I don't want them to hear me because it's awkward, and I also don't want to delay filming. So yeah. I'm going to dip into Lady first. We have to do a pinky look today. I just can't do another neutral one in a row. I'm taking my ColourPop E2 brush and I'm just going to start swirling that all through my crease. I did like the first 2 looks. I did a lot though. I just know that I can't not incorporate a really colorful look if I can. But it was fun doing just some grungy, warm, cozy, neutral looks, you know? I felt good in them. Especially with my hair color. I feel like the more icy white hair looks good with neutrals and it looks good with colors. I don't know. I think I'm going to keep this color around for a while. I think this is going to be the color I do for the wedding, actually. I had somebody ask me recently, and it cracked me up, that they didn't know what wedding I was talking about. I'm engaged, for those of you who don't know. We are getting married in February. We changed the date recently from May to Valentine's Day. But I'm going to be filming a get ready with me soon, so I'll chat more about wedding details in that video. But just in case I confuse anybody else, it's my wedding that I'm talking about when I refer to the wedding. Oh, I love this pink. It's so cute. I actually want to drag this pretty far down my lower lash line. I love this fluffy ColourPop brush. I need more of them. It just does such a good job at dispersing and blending and buffing out my product. I've been rewatching Big Mouth because I just love it. It's such a funny show that I'm surprised I like because I'm not usually into crude humor, but that show just gets me. It's so funny. I can't wait for the newest season. I think it's in October. I actually think it's like on Zane's birthday or right before Zane's birthday. So I told him we should just skip his birthday and watch it instead. He didn't like that answer. I'm going to take Regal now, which is like a burgundy kind of color. And I'm going to take this small e.l.f. pointed eye pencil brush. And this I want to focus in the outer corner, just really deepening up my outer corner and the crease a bit. I'm also going to smoke this out under the lower lash. Alright, just going to just take that brush I used with the pink to blend it out some more. I don't have any additional product at this moment though. I'm loving the vibe of this so much. It's so cute. Okay, so now I'm going to take the Spectrum A16 that I've used for all three of these looks, and I'm going to take my NYX glitter primer, and I'm going to be using Crown to cut the crease and have that nice pop of liminess across the lid. I think that'll be really pretty. I did wipe this brush off to start with, but I didn't feel like grabbing a new brush. I like to reuse brushes as much as possible. And I'm going to do a cut crease again just because I'm feeling that vibe, especially when doing contrasting colors. Oh, it's such a cute color. I'm not going to want to take this look off and film again, but I really need to because I need to continue being ahead of myself. And I'm just going to take the brush I used with Regal to smudge so that it flows together. Very, very nice. And now I'm just going to take this pencil brush I used in yesterday's look. I did wipe it off. It's the BH Cosmetics number 11. And I'm going to take Princess, the shimmery burgundy. And I want that under my lower lashes, especially in the front. I don't think I even want it dragged all the way across. I just want it mostly in this little front part, because I love the effect that that gives. And now I'm just going to take this Morphe M213, and I think I want to take Throne to highlight the inner corner. I think that'll be an interesting little duochrome pop, and if I don't like it, I'll just put that high tea shade that I've been using. I think I like that, but I think I'm going to like high tea more. That's that light silver. So I'm just going to dip right into it and go over top. Just think that'll be cuter. Oh, I actually like the mixture of the two. I think doing both was a wise idea. Yeah, this is the look. I don't know what I want in my waterline just yet, but I will figure it out. I'm going to do the other eye, throw on my lashes, something on my lips, and we'll move on. Oh, I'm so bummed and irritated. I just filmed this part and my intro and outro and my swatches, and my sound wasn't on, so that's great. But this is look number 3. I love it. I feel very cute and colorful. I'm really feeling this one. My eye pencil is crossed from ColourPop. My lashes are the same Sugar Pill Halos, which I am ditching after this video. And finally, Jazzy Gloss on my lips. So yeah, let's move on to the end of the video now. Even though I've already finished it, I have to do it again with sound. All right, well, that's it. So those are my looks. Which look was your favorite? I have to give it to this one. I feel so good in this look. However, I did like both of the other looks very much, even though they were more neutral for what I normally do. I still felt really good in them. I really enjoy this palette. I feel like this would be a good palette I could take traveling somewhere because I feel like you have a lot of possibilities with it. You can do things that are really smoky and grungy. You can do things that are more light and airy. You have the options to do more colorful things. Not the most crazy colorful, of course, but you still have those colors in there to create pretty looks. I feel like the matte to shimmer ratio is pretty perfect, and I really don't have any complaints about this one. I love it. It gives me really grungy looks, and I'm a fan. I know it's not available anymore, so I apologize if you are now sad that you don't have it, but it's okay. Just look through your collection. I'm sure you can create grungy vibes with other things. Just, it's okay. It's all right, you know? Let's move on to some swatch comparisons now. So I'm just going to be comparing the shades in this palette to my weekend festival because it's the only other BH Cosmetics one that I own. Not too many comparisons, but there are some. I skipped around a lot because some things, like even if it was the same tone, one was a shimmer, one was a matte, and I just didn't feel like that was necessary. So I'm starting with Lady Here, the pink one, and I paired that one with Electric from the Weekend Festival. Electric is much more of a bubblegum pink, it's a lot brighter, and the other one is more mid-toned, you know what I mean? So moving on, I'm going to be taking Crown now, and I paired that one with Neon from the Weekend Festival, which I guess the Weekend Festival isn't available anymore either. They just continue their best palettes, I swear. But these are pretty similar. They're not too far different, especially when applied on the eyes. I feel like they would perform pretty much the same, as well as the next shade, which is Duchess. It's just a matte brown. I paired that one with Hipster. They're slightly different in tone, but I mean, blended out on the eyes, they're gonna just look like a deep brown. Nothing too crazy there. Moving on now to Imperial. I paired that one with Magical from the Weekend Festival. Both are just like shimmery, light goldish colors. The Royal Affair one's a little bit more taupey and the other one is more gold-based, but there you have it. I'm taking the shade Throne now and pairing that one with Spirit. Both are white-based duochromes, but they aren't exactly the same. I feel like this one is much more of a brighter bluey shift and the other one has more of a pinkish background, but it also just doesn't scream out loud as much as this one does. Finally, on the last two, we're going to be doing High Tea, and with that I paired with Carnival. They aren't too similar. This one is much deeper and not quite as like metallic shiny, and this one's a lot lighter and more impactful. And finally, moving right on down to Princess, I paired that one with Solstice. And I mean, they're both kind of shimmery reds, but this one's a little bit deeper, more of a burgundy berry, and the other one has a little bit more of a warmer orangey red undertone. But yeah, those are the swatches. I don't know if they're helpful, but there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're not already, please hop over to my Instagram. It's beautbean. Follow me there. I post every single day, and don't forget to subscribe. I post most days here as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.